to delay this too much longer, but this is a group that has put together a great effort. I'd like to start off by introducing our two sale managers. I had that. I'll introduce them and I'll go find it. Anyway, so I would like to start off by introducing our two sale managers.
Yeah, go look for it.
Right beside me is Ms. Kate Meyer.
Don't walk in front of it.
Animal science student in the science option with the equine science minor. And then directly to her right is Cody McClafferty. Cody is also a senior animal science major in the business management option with the equine science minor. And they have kind of corralled this group and mostly tried to keep me online this semester. So I'm going to turn the mic over to them, and they're going to do some other introductions. So, Kate?
So as Brian said, I'm Kate Meyer. I would just like to start off with saying thank you so much to all of you here. Without all of your support and your attendance today, this program just wouldn't be what it is, and it wouldn't be the success that it is every year. We keep growing tremendously every year, and it's just, I've been through this 4 years now, and it's phenomenal to watch it grow the way it has. I know that the students, if you see the kids in all the light blue equine science shirts, they've worked really, really hard this year. So if you see them, tell them that they've done a good job and that they've really brought this event together today. I would also like to talk just on behalf of Cody and myself and say that this program has really shaped the way that we are going ahead in our futures, and we are so grateful to have been a part of it. And again, just thank you to everybody here for making it what it is and letting us have this amazing experience. So here's my co-manager, Cody McClafferty.
All right. Well, technical difficulties. All right. So as Brian said, and Kate, my name's Cody. I think I speak for both me and Kate when I say like our time here at Penn State and involved with this equine science program has been absolutely incredible, and all the opportunities that we've had and that we've been given. So we can't thank the university and the program enough for that. Brian Egan, he has been amazing, guiding us through all of this, and none of this would have been able to happen without him as well. I do want to reiterate too, all these guys that you see in the blue equine science shirts that are floating around throughout the day, without them, this doesn't happen. None of this gets set up. The horses don't get prepared. It wouldn't happen. So if we can just show our appreciation for those guys real quick in the blue shirts. And we do have a couple distinguished guests with us here today. The first of which is going to be Dr. Terry Etherton. Dr. Etherton is the head of the Department of Animal Science here at Penn State. He oversees the entire animal science program. And I know I've said it previously in my little spiel here, but truly without Dr. Etherton, none of this would have happened. He has been a huge supporter of the equine science program from the beginning. This is our 17th year with the sale. He's been at the forefront of support for every single year. And it's truly a blessing to have faculty like this at a university that are so supportive of keeping the live animals on campus, because a lot of times today we don't see that. So Dr. Etherton, we really didn't know what to get you because I'm sure you've received multiple awards over your career here at Penn State. But Ashley Egan from A&E Photography has made this beautiful print for you here, and we want to present you with that today as a thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
The mic is yours.
Okay. Well, I'm almost speechless, which for those of you who know me, that's a rarity. This is a great surprise. I've got a pretty good intel network, and I can usually know what's going to happen, but in this case, it failed. Now, in the spirit of the polar opposite of failure, it's what this is about. As you just heard, in fact, I can't say it better than what the students did. This is a remarkable program. It's a testament to them. It's a testament to colleagues of mine like Brian and Ed Judrzewski and Chris Grant and everybody else in the department affiliated with the Equine Science Program. And it's been great fun to watch this roll along over the past 17 years We've been blessed to have donors and supporters that provided breedings and gifts of horses, and it's proud to watch all this play out, and it really is about the students, and so we should give them a round of applause. You guys are fabulous. Congratulations. Enjoy the sale, and I really appreciate your coming today. Take care and spend lots of money.
Woo, you're here. Now we would like to introduce Dr. Tracy Hoover, the Associate Dean of Undergraduate Education of the College of Agricultural Sciences.
Thanks everybody for coming, and you heard, which one do I have to talk into?
Both.
Both.
I can just put it
I
on.
got it. Okay. No, you don't have to do that. Okay. So this is a tremendous experience for our students. It involves all valuable, I'm not used to talking in a mic, right? Employability and life skills. There's all kinds of problem solving and innovation and creativity that goes into this. And these skills are so important because they translate into the workplace in professional or graduate school. So I'd like to thank our students, our staff, and our faculty who make this work. And I congratulate you guys, and best of luck for a good sale.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming, Dr. Hoover. And now I'd like to introduce Dr. Steve Lurch, the Senior Associate Dean for the College of Agricultural Sciences.
Thanks a lot. What a great crowd today. This is really impressive. I left Penn State University in 1977, and I've been on a Big Ten tour for the last 42 years. And I can tell you right now, in the time I spent at Ohio State and the University of Illinois, this equine program at Penn State is #1. It's awesome, and it's due to support of people like you. It's due to the awesome students we have, and I tip my hat to them and all the work that they do to put on this sale, but the work they do throughout the year, learning the important disciplines associated with animal and equine science, reproduction, nutrition, biology, genetics, management. All of these things are so critical to what they learn. And the great thing about what we have here at Penn and the work that these students have done. So thank you and welcome.
My name is Meg Gingrich. I'm one of the assistant sale managers here this year, and I just wanted to round up and thank all of our distinguished guests for coming and speaking this year and for all of their support this year, along with all of our student support, our sponsors, the alumni, all of you for attending. Without any of you, we wouldn't be able to put on a sale like this. This is my junior year with the sale, and being able to see it grow from just my freshman year to now is amazing, and I'd love to see it continue to grow with all of your support. So thank you all for coming. Thank you all for all of your support, and let's get the sale started.
This is something they want us to. I hate all these things.
What turns this sucker on?
But
have us an auction here today. Just a couple of things I'd like to draw your attention to the conditions of sale. And those are on page 2 of the catalog that you have there before you. I'm not going to read the whole thing for you, but just so you know, this is a real auction. So when the gavel falls, the horse belongs to the new owner. It's a as-is sale. We will do our absolute best to indicate to you any problems that we know that the horses have. But when you buy one, the horse is yours. We expect that when you're done, you can take and there'll be runners come and have you sign a purchase agreement. So get your numbers up after you win, and then you can go to the office either then or at the end of the sale, take care of it. When you pay for your horse, you'll receive a stable release form. Take a stable release form down to the barn, and they'll release your horse. Without it, they won't let you take it. Okay? It's just our way of making sure the right person gets the right horse. Also, if you're
leaving to get a trailer, or you need to pick your horse up tomorrow, or what have you, please indicate that to us, communicate so that we know who's leaving when and so forth and so on, so that we can expedite the process a little bit more whenever that time comes. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with our lot number 1.
You're going to introduce him and me and tell
Okay,
what's
yeah,
gonna happen?
all right. Before we do that, Meg, hang on. A little different this year. Those of you that have been here before, we have 2 auctioneers, okay? We have Mr. Ben Nolt, who's on my left over here. You're right. And Ben has been an auctioneer for every year of the sale. Last year, he sold the first horse and then turned the reins over to Mr. Dave Weaver, and Dave sold the rest of the horses. This year, they're going to do more of a tag team approach, so we're going to switch back and forth between auctioneers about every 3 lots, okay? Really doesn't affect how you bid, just so you know who's going to be auctioning off. So we're going to start with Ben Nolt, and he's going to auction the first 3 horses. If you've never been to an auction before, I'll explain it to you. Whenever he asks you to put your hand up and give us money, you just put your hand up in the air. Okay, so without further ado, Ben, do you want to introduce anything about how you're looking?
I think we're pretty good, folks. Pretty much it's like a train ride. I'm the engineer, you're trying to get on the train. Your bidding ticket is your ticket onto the train. A crowd like this, it's awful hard to see the winks, the blinks, the nods. So if you're interested in really getting to buy these horses and supporting this program, let us see your bid. It'll be about that simple. One thing I always like to say when I come here, this is probably the finest equine educational program in the land, and I think Dr. Lurch would second that or first that. If it wasn't for the vision that was planted so many years ago by people here at Penn State, we all wouldn't be here. And the 17 years that this type of program has been in operation, incredible. I do have to congratulate the gentleman to my immediate right for that, and I think Brian even deserves a huge round of applause. It's all yours, boss.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started here with lot number 1. Lot number 1. Keep in mind, folks, these are young horses, so if they come in, they're a little bit afraid. Again, they're really trying to understand why all you people are in their sandbox today. So we're going to take our time. We only have a few lots to sell. We're going to just take our time. We're going to do what's necessary to help these young people get their horses through the auction block, hopefully in a safe way.
As you all know, it was a wee bit blowy out there this morning for these folks to come across that lane.
They ever back him in the gate?
No, but they can bring another horse in with them.
Does he need company to get along in one of those that you know will come in? Chris, somebody, bring a double in here. This is training for people and horses. There you go. Oh, he's a little confidence builder. You can stay on in there. One we're selling is the lady in the black hat. I'm not selling her, but the horses.
Oh. Right. Okay, so this is lot number 1, PSU Dynamic Mechanic. This is a 3-year-old gelding by Mechanic and out of Dynamic Zippo. He is a 3-year-old, as last year, right before our 2-year-old sale, he got hurt, was not 100% sound, so we scratched him from the sale, let him be a horse, and brought him back into training this spring. So he's a little bit alarmed. Meg, if he'll go around behind, we're happy to do that as well.
Lead them both together. You can go along on the trip.
We'll give him a second to settle in, and we'll go ahead and get started.
Behind, about this time, that horse is saying, "Oh my God, Mama never told me about this in baby horse school."
Important to note that PSU Dynamic Mechanic is proudly sponsored by Messick's Farm Equipment.
All right, we're going to rattle a little bit and see what happens. Folks, you do know that the minimum on all these horses is $1,500, so that's the lowest we're going to go. We like to do as much as we can get because it supports the program. So here it comes around. Number 1, put it on with the word. Give it a $5,000 bill. You hit $5,000. You're raising your hand awful quick there, sweetheart. Hit it again, 5, hit it 5, hit it 5, hit it 4. You broke my, I had a heart attack last year. Don't give me another this year. Hit it again, hit it 5, hit it 5, hit it 5, hit it 4, hit it 400, hit it $4,000 bill. Oh, 3, 2, you might. $2,000, 2, thank you, 25. Hit it 5, hit it 25.
Yeah.
Hit it 5, 25, hit it $3,000 bill. Hit it 3, hit it 3, 3, Dave. Hit it 3,
Yep.
now 5, 35, 5, hit it 5, 5. 3,500. Hit it 5, 35.
Yes.
5, 35, hit it $4,000 bill. Hit it 4, hit it 4, hit it 4,000. He's in, you're out. Had to go $4 grand. I'm at 3,500. Had to go $4, $4,000 bill. Had to go $4, $4,000. Brian, we're on our way.
Yeah, it's a really nice gelding. He's a little bit alarmed here today, but if you were here this morning, you saw how he was scared of all the people. And I'll be honest, I was kind of scared of all the people that were here this morning too. But he settled in and he started to be a good boy, and I think you saw him kind of, just kind of relax and get into himself. Really a nice moving gelding. He's by an outstanding stallion. The mechanic horse has done extremely well with his show career. His babies are out there now just getting started to do really good things in the show industry. His mother, the Dynamic Zippo mare, was actually the mother of our old stallion, if you knew him, PSU Dynamic Crimson. And this gelding carries a lot of those same characteristics. He's nice and quiet and slow-legged. He's a big, strong horse that's willing and able, and he's going to be taking, whoever buys him is going to be able to do a variety of things. In the show ring, he's going to be a nice Western pleasure horse in a variety of all-around events as well. Don't miss out on him. He's the only 3-year-old that we are offering from Penn State today.
I bet 35. It'd be a $4,000 bill for it. Get the $4 on the side. Get the $4, hold them high. It'd be a $4,000 bill. Get the $4, and went back in at $4,000.
That him over
Get the
there.
$4. He said, no, here, 35. Get the $4, get the $4, get the $4,000 bill. Get the $4. Get the $4, get the $4,000 one time. Out of the $4, all in, all done. I'm at 35. Get the $4, get the $4, get the $4,000 bill. Get the $4, 37. Help anybody out? 3,700. 37. You want back in?
Yeah.
37 now. 4-star. Get it 4.
Yeah.
42. 42. Hit it 2. 42. Hit it 4,200. Hit it, I'll tell you when it's too much. Hit it 4,200. Hit it 42. Hit it 2. $4,200 bill one time. Hit it 42. We're going to sell it. All in. All done. The 4. Hit it 4. Hit it 42. 2. You're talking to me. Hit it 42. 2. Hit it 2. 2. 4,000. All in. All done. Sir, you bought him $4 grand. What's that number? Number 50. Thank you so much. Give him a nice round of applause. We appreciate that.
Thank you. Once we get this other horse out, we'll bring in lot number 2. Lot number 2 is Kobe's Final Tee. This is a 4-year-old filly by PSU Dynamic Crimson and out of Zip to a T. Folks, this is one of the entries that we had in our sale from our friends up at State University of New York at Cobblescale, and if you've been to the sale recently, you know that over the years we've worked cooperatively with them with mares and stallion breeding donations, and then their students are able to take their horses and work them through the similar processes that we do with our students, and then bring them down here and experience the marketing. Just so everybody knows, this is a 4-year-old filly. The reason they're selling her now is to no fault of her own or the programs. They're just got too many horses like we do. So she's here today. Again, she's by PSU Dynamic Crimson out of Zip to a T, and she is proudly sponsored by Legend Horse Feeds of Cargill.
All right, get it to 5, get it to 5, get it to $5,000 bill for it. Get it to 5, get it to 4, get it to 4,000. Get it to 4, get it to 4, $3 grand. Get it to $3,000 bill. Hold them high at 3, get it to 3, 2,500. Hey, get it to 25. At 25, 5, get it to 5, get it to $2 grand. Get it to 2. Where you want to start? 2,000. Thank you. 22. I'm at 2,000 at 2,200. Get it to 2, 22, now 5. 25, 27. Out of 7, 27, get it to 30, 3,000, 32, 32, 35, get it to 5, 35, 37, get it to 37, get it to 4, at 4 grand, 42, get it to 42, at a 42, get it to $4,200 bill. At a 42, you have it 4,000, get it to 42, get it to 42, get it to 42 one time, at 4,000, get it to 42. Brian, that's a nice mare.
Are we down low?
We're low.
Okay. Yeah, this is a really nice filly. If you look at her, she's got that PSU Dynamic Crimson as a sire, and he's always produced really nice horses. That was a really nice mare, the Zip to a T mare. This filly's had a lot of extra work done to her as far as, because she's a 4-year-old, she's already been started in a lot of events. If you watched her there this morning, nice, soft, moving mare, extremely pretty. She's going to be able to go into the various events, the pattern events, the showmanship, the horsemanship, and really show up really well. When she walks through the gate, the judge is going to take a look at her and say, what is this coming through there now? This is an excellent filly. She's the only 4-year-old today, so don't miss out on her here.
I'm at $4,000, he'd be 42, you look back in at 42, now 5, 47, 30 to 4,700, head to 47, somebody else would go along, he'd be 45 to 47, one time, 47, a $4,700 bill, you come a long way, 47, 47, 46, and before you said 46, are you done? Done. Before done? Are you all out? 45 to $4,600, one time to 46 feet to 45, to 60 feet to 45, to 4,600. Going to sell them. All in, all done. 45 to 60 to 45 to $4,600 bill. 45 bought it, sir. What's that number? 36. Thank you.
Whoa, Jesus, who put that together?
Your students.
I don't mind the top drops out, but the bottom drops out, folks, I'm leaving. So it's just, number 3.
Oh boy. Okay, let's lot number 3. Whew. Lot number 3 is PSU Walking in Crimson. PSU Walking in Crimson is a 2-year-old gelding by PSU Dynamic Crimson and out of Blue Blazing Affair. This gelding is proudly sponsored by Miller's Country Store.
Folks, I don't know about you, but walking through the barns back there, these horses just get better and better every year as we go along with the program. This guy's a 2-year-old. Let's put that on money. We're going to start. Get rid of $10 grand. Fine. Get it to you. Get $10,000 bill. How to get 10, get it to 10, get it to 10 grand. Get it to 10, get it to 787,000. 7, go 5. Get it to 5, get it to 5, get it to $5,000 bill. How to go 5, 5, get it to 5, get it to 5, get it to 5, 5, 3. How to go 3,000, get 3,000,
yeah.
Now 4, get it to 4, get it to $4,000 bill, get it to 4, 4, now 5, 5, get it to 5, 5, 5 and 6, get it to 6, get it to $6,000, 7, 7, get it to 7, how to go 7, 7, get it to 7, get it to 6,000, 7,000, how to go 7, get it to 7, get it to $7,000 bill.
Yeah.
7, get it to 8, sir, get it to $8,000 bill. How to go 8, get it to 8, get it to 8, get it to 8,000, now 9, you're way, Brian, 9
yeah.
grand, 9 and now 10, sir, get it to $10,000 bill, get it to 10, 10, 11, Brian, get it to 11,000. How to get 11, hit 11, hit 11 one time, $11,000 bill.
Yeah.
How to get 11, get 12, 12, how to get 12 to 13. How to get 13 grand, get 13, get 13, get 13, you're out. I mean, get 12, get 13,000, do 110. I hate to get 12, get $13,000 bill. I mean, 12, get 13, get 13, get $13,000, 12, get 13. Brian, that's a lot of horse.
My, oh my, oh my. Look at this gelding as he just goes around there. He's taking everything in stride. Great, big, strong gelding. He carries all the qualities you're looking for. This gelding is really a nice moving horse. If you're watching him go this morning, he's got that long ground covering hunter stride. He's got a great mind and a willing attitude. He's going to do it all for you in the hunter pen especially. You know, this is a first baby out of a mare that we have here, and what a fantastic animal. This is a gelding that you're going to be able to get ready for some of the major fall futurities. Don't miss out on him. He's the biggest horse we have. He's really the true hunter of the group today. He's carrying all those qualities that his sire produced, and this thing's mother was a fantastic show horse. Her last show before she came to Penn State was the AQHA Youth World. She had the mind for a youth horse. She had the quality of movement for a fantastic show animal, and he's going to follow in both of his parents' footsteps.
All right, our bid's 12 grand, get it 12, but it was $13,000, 12,500, help you out, get it 12,500, get it 5, get it 12,000, get it 500, get it 12,500, 5, get it 5, 12,500, get it 12,000, get it 5, get it 12,500, get it 5, get it 12,500, I've been $12,000 bill, 12,500 anywhere, here we go, I've been $12,000 bill, get it 5, come to sell it, I'm 12,000, get it 5, get it 5, 12, get it 5, get it 5, 5, one time, 12,500, and I go your way, sir, $12,000, thank you very much. Number 71.
That's a new record, isn't it?
Yeah. Congratulations. That's our new high at our sale. But we still have more to sell, so don't give up, folks.
And here's Dave.
Okay, we're going to hand it over to Mr. Dave Weaver for this horse, and this is lot number 4, PSU Certainly Hot. PSU Certainly Hot is a 2-year-old filly by PSU Dynamic Crimson and out of Festive for Certain.
All right, and I'm going to give these, I'm going to give $5,000, I'm going to give $5,000 bid, I'm going to give £5,000, I'm going to give £5,000, I'm going to give $4,000, I'm going to give $4,000, I'm going to give $3,000. $3,000 bid, $3,000 bring, $3,000 $2,000, $2,000, $2,000, $2,000, $2,000, $2,000, $2,000 bid, $2,000 down, 20, 3,000, $3,000, $3 now, $4,000, $4,000, $4,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $4,000, $5,000, $4,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, down, 5, 5, 5, look at 5, 5 down, 5, 5, 5, look at 5 down, 4 down, 5, 4, look at 5 down,
Yes.
5, 5, 5 down, 6 down, 10, 10, get over to 6 down, 10, 10, get over to 6, 7 down, 8, 7 down, dollar bit, 7 over to 7, 7, 7 over to 7, 7, 6, 7, 7 over to 7 down, 8, 7 down, dollar bit, 7 over to 7, 7, I got 6 here now, 7, 7, 7, 7 over to 7 down, 8, 7 down, 7 over to 7 down, 6, 7, 7 over to 7, 7, 6, 7, 7 over to 7, 7, 6 down, now 7 down, 7 down, 6, 7, 7 over to 7. Brian, what are we missing here?
Oh, my. Look how pretty that filly is. This is an outstanding filly. This filly not only has the looks, but she has the movement to go along with it. She really uses her hind end well. If you were watching her this morning, you saw her throw that front leg out there, and she doesn't bend her knee at all. She's real flat-kneed, slow-legged. She's good-minded, and my goodness, I can't keep going back to that pretty. When you walk into the pen, she's going to be the one they remember. This is a filly. If you're interested, she had a brother who was, I think, 4th last year in the nation in Hunter Under Saddle, and then she had a filly this year that she was the champion limited horse in the maiden 3-year-old Western Pleasure down at the Breakout in Virginia. So she's had brothers and sisters that are out there doing it. There's absolutely no reason to think that she's not going to do it just as well. Don't miss out on her. You'll have to travel a long way to get one that looks just like that.
6,000, 6,200, help me out. 62, 6,200, 62, 6,500, 65, look at 6,500, 65, 6,500, 65, 65, now 6,700, 67, look at 67, now 7,000, 7, look at 7,000, 7, look at 7, 7, 7, look at 7,000, and 7,000 down the mid, even money now, 7,000, 7, look at 7, 7, 7, look at 7,000, 7, 7, look at 7, and 7,000, 67, now 7,000, 7, look at 7, 7, 7, look at 7,000, 7,000, and 7,000 down the mid, 67, now 7, 7, now 7, 7, 7,000, 67, over to 7,000, 7,000, give 7,000, and 7,000 down the bend, 7 over to 7, 7, 67 over to 7,000, 67, now 7, give 7, so 6,700. And your buyer number, sir. 19, buyer number 19.
All right, just let her circle. She's fine. And she's athletic. And she's athletic. Go ahead, Lauren. just circle around back if you have to. So far, so good, huh, Bill? So far, so great. Finally working. Finally. And he has to go and kill himself. Okay. Now we're going to bring in lot number 5. Lot number 5 is PSU Willie Impulsive. PSU Willie Impulsive, 2-year-old gelding by PSU Dynamic Crimson and out of Willie Invite Her. This horse is proudly sponsored by the Pennsylvania Quarter Horse Association.
Lot 5, head over to go, then 7 to go, 5 pound, 5 over to go, 5 pound, 5 over to go, 5 pound, 5 pound, 5 pound, 5 over to go, 4 pound, 4 over to go, 4 pound, 4 over to go, 4, 3 pound, 3, 3 over to go, 3, 3 pound, 3, 3 pound, 4 pound, and 3 pound, 4 pound, 4 over to go, 4 pound, 4 pound, 4 over to go, 4 pound, 3 over to go, 4, 4 pound, 4, 5, 5 over to go, 5 pound, 5 over to go, 5 pound, 5 pound, 5 over to go, 5 pound, and 5 down, 5 pound, 5 over to go, 5 pound, 5 pound, 5 over to go, 5 down, 5 over to go, 5 pound, 5, now 6 down, 10, 10 over to go, 6 down, 10, 10. Get over to 6 down, 6 down, pound over to 6. And 5 down, down, 6 down, pound over to 6 down, 6 down, pound over to 6 down, pound over to 6 down. And 5 down, 6 down, pound over to 6 down, 6 down. It's up 5 down, 5 down, 6 down, pound over to 6 down, pound 6 down, 10, 10. Get over to 6 down, pound over to 6 down. And 5 down, 6 down, pound over to 6 down, 6 down, pound over to 6, pound over to 6,000, 5, 6,000, pound over to 6,000.
My, look at this, folks. This is a really nice roan gelding. Big, strong horse. If you watched him go today, he really moves soft across the ground. He's easy to work with. He's very willing. He's easily guidable. Shows a lot of those really high quality show horse qualities that we are looking for today. I will tell you, if you missed it, this is a full brother to a world champion, and it's been a long time since we've been able to say that. This gelding is prepared to do a lot of different events. Right now, he's real long and stretchy and huntery. When he gets more mature and more solid, he's going to come back and do a lot of all-around events. Really a good-looking horse to have in the barn. Really a good attitude. Excellent way of going. This is an awesome horse if you're looking to show one. And I use this every year, but I just want you to keep in mind, it doesn't just go for this horse. It goes for a lot of our horses. You have to ask yourself a question, people. Do you want to show him, or do you want to show against him?
5,000, get 5,200. 52, 52, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, 55, down 57, 57, 57, down 6,000, over to 6,000, over to 6,000, 6,200, 62, 62, 62, 65, 6,500, 65, 65, 65, 6,500, 65, 65, 65, 62, over to 65, 62, over to 65, 65, bids here now, 65, 6,500, 65, 6,500, on the 65, 65, 65, now 67, 67, 67. 67, now 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 67, 7,000, 67, 67, 7,000. Today's the day, tomorrow's too late, give 7,000, 7,000, 7,000, 67, 67, 77, now 7,200, 72, 72, 72, 7,500, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, now 7,700, 77, 77, now 8,000, 8,000 on the bid, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, you can't buy a horse shaking your head now, give 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 77, 8,000. 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 77, 8,000, 8,000, all in, all done, give 8,000, 8,000, so 7,700, and your buyer number today is 19. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. 77. It's fun.
Dave's your good luck charm over there, buddy. I hope it was. I hope it's live.
Hey, we're allowed to have fun.
She's laughing over there.
This is great.
She's laughing at you.
Okay, now we're going to bring in lot number 6. A little bit of a change in gears, but not a change in style and quality, folks. This is lot number 6, PSU Night on the Town. This is a 2-year-old filly by PSU. He rocks tonight and at a fancy boom cash. Before we sell this filly, I just want to make sure everybody had the opportunity to see. She does have a wound on her right hind pastern. She cut herself in a stall 2 weeks ago. She's never been unsound. She's never had any serious problems. Dr. Ed has checked her out. It's basically superficial. It's really healing well, but it's not completely healed. We are willing to say this. We are selling her here today. If you decide that when you buy her, you have 2 choices to make. You can take her home, or you can leave her here and we'll continue to treat her for a little bit to make sure she heals up properly. If you take her home, she's yours. Don't bring her back. But if you leave her here, our vet will take care of her and we'll do our absolute best for her. We really don't think it's a problem, but that's just the way we like to handle things around here.
Lot 6, 10 over the good, there's over the good, 5 pound, 5 over the good, 5 over the good, 5 pound on the bed, 5 over the good, 5 over the good, 4 pound on the bed, 4 pound, 4 over the good, 4 pound, give 3,000, 3,000, 3 over the good, 3 over the good, 2,000. 2,000, 2, did over the good 2,000, 2, did over the good 2, 2, now 3, did over the good 3,000, did over the good 3,000, did over the good 3, 3,000, 3, did over the good 3, 3,000, 3 over the good 3, did over the good down 3, 3,000, 3, now 4, over the good 4,000, 4, 5, over the good 5,000, 5,000, 4, 5, over the good 5, 5, over the good 5, 4,000, 5,000, 4, 5, over the good 5, 5, 4, 5, over the good 5,000, 4 over the good 5, 5,000, 5, 5, over the good 5, 5, 4 over the good 5, 5, 4 over the good 5, 5, 5, over the good now 5,000. Brian, what are we missing here?
We're missing a really a nice nice horse. You guys aren't paying attention. This is an outstanding filly. I know that whenever they rode her here today, she was a little bit alarmed, but what I'd like for you to think about is think about tonight when you go home. There's going to be 75 people you've never seen sitting on your couch, and you walk in the door. That's going to startle you. She was a little bit afraid this morning. I would not let that bother me if I was you. I try to be as honest as possible. She's not been a problem at all. This is a fantastic filly. She's extremely athletic. She's been very quiet and easy. Great mover. She's by PSU. He Rocks the Night, who's a fantastic stallion by none other than Gunner Special Night. And this filly's mother, Fancy Boom Cash, was a phenomenal reining horse. You're missing a really nice filly here. So don't miss out. We only have the two that are reining bred. This is the only filly.
4,000, give 4,200. 42 over the 4,200. 42 over the 42, 4,200, 42. 4,000, 4,200. 42 over the 42, 42, 42, 4,200, 42. 4,000, 4,200. 4 over the 4,200. 4 over the 4,200. 4,200. 4 over the 42, 45. 45 over the 45, 4,700. 47, 47, 7 over the 7, 7, 45 over the 4,700. 45, 47 over the 7, 7, 7 over the 7, 7, 45 over the 4,700. 45 over the 47, 45, 47, 4,700. 47, all in. All done, 4,700, 45 to the 47, 45 to the 7, 7, 45 to the 4,700. And I sold it, $4,500. And your buyer number, sir. 28, buyer number 28, thank you.
Should I recognize that as wrong? No, we may not be able to know that.
Thank you. All right, we're going to come back now. We're going to give the microphone back to Mr. Ben Nolt. Lot number 7 was a scratch. The other horse from Cobleskill at New York, Kobe's Missed a Beat. That's a 3-year-old gelding. If you are interested in that gelding, I'm sure if you go down and talk to those folks, they'll be happy to talk to you about him. He just typical like our horses like to do. I think the students tell them we're going to sell them, so they decide the week before the sale to just get a little bit of lameness. So you can go talk to the folks from Cobleskill. They'll be happy to tell you about the horse and see what they're going to do with them, if they're going to sell them right away or not. Okay? So we'll move in now to lot number 8. Lot number 8 is PSU Crimson Machine. This is a 2-year-old bay filly by PSU Dynamic Crimson and out of an awesome machine. This filly is proudly sponsored by Trees Horse Trailer Sales. I mentioned it this morning. This is the filly that had the snotty nose this week. It was bad enough that Dr. Ed decided to treat her, so she was given a shot in XL. She's due for another shot on Monday. If you buy this filly and take her home, we'll send that with you. You can give it to her. Again, if you decide that you'd rather leave her here to make sure everything clears up okay, we're happy to do that. Also important to note, this filly has shoes on her front feet. She was off. She broke a corner off of her one hoof wall, and the farrier thought that her feet were a little bit soft due to all this moisture, so he put shoes on her. Once we put shoes on her, she's been sound, hasn't been an issue ever since. So we're going to go ahead and sell her here today. Again, if you decide you want to take her home, you take her home. She's yours. If you want to leave her here until she clears up with that nose, we're happy to do that for you.
All right, put her on the money. What's she worth? They get a $5,000 bill for it. Give it to the $5,000, go for her. Give it to the $4,000, give it to the $3,000. With $3,000, give it to $3,000, give it to $2,000 bill. Where are you going to start it? Give it to $2,000, give it to $2,000 and go. Give it to 15 as low as it go, folks.
Yep.
At 15, now 17. Give it to 1,700.
Yep.
At 17, give it to $2,000. Give it to $2,000, give it to $2,000
Yep.
too. And now 22. At 22, give it to 2,200. Give it
Yep.
to 22 and now 5. At $2,500,
Yep.
25, 7, 7, 27.
Yes.
27 now, $3,000 bill. I got 3.
Yes.
3 now, 2, 32, 32.
Yes.
32 now, 5, 5, and 35. And 35, 5, give it to 5, give it to 35. I
Yes.
got 32, 35, 37. $3,700 bill one time. Give it to 37. Had it 3,700. I've been 35,
Yes.
37. Get it to $4,000 bill. Get it to 4. Get it to 4. Get it to $4,000 bill. I got $4,000. Get it to 4. Get it to 4. Get it to 37 is the bid. Hit it to $4,000
Yes.
bill. 4 down 42. A $4,200 bill one time. Hit a 42. Get it to 42. T. Get it to 2. Get it to $4,200 bill. Had to go 42.
Yes.
42 and now 5. Hit 45. Get it to 5, 5, 45, 5. Get it to 5, 5, 45.
Yes.
45, 47, 7. Get it to 7. $4,700 bill. Had to go 47. Should have been 7. Could have been 7. Hit it to $4,700 one time. 47. I'm at 45. 47. Brian, where are we at?
Another really nice filly by PSU Dynamic Crimson, and that mare, the mother of this horse, is really a phenomenal horse. She was a great show horse. This is her second foal that we've sold out of that mare by the PSU Dynamic Crimson stud. I will tell you, last year's gelding left here, went on, did really well for the summer, and ended up top 10 at the Congress as a 2-year-old. So she definitely has that potential. The genetics is there. If you watched her go today, you know, she's really wicked-legged. She's just really flat through the knee, great through the shoulder, uses her hind end well. She's a little bit behind. She's only been ridden a handful of times, so you can take that as a good thing. This filly's ready to go into a really good training program, she's taking everything in pretty good right here, as you can see. So really a nice filly. Don't miss out on her. We're doing really good, but let's see how high we can go.
I'm in at 45, Ryan at 47, $100 one time at 47, go to 7. I'm 45, good to 77, should be 7, good to $4,700 bill one time. Here we go, 47, now $5,000 bill, Brian, your way. I'm in at 47, hitting a 5, into 5,
yes.
5, now for 52, $5,200 bill, believe it would. Go 52, out of a 2, get a 2, $5,200 bill. 52, man, 50 you, yes. Now 55, 5, into 5, 5, 55 your way, Brian. I'm in at 52, out of $5,200 road, 55, into 5, 5, 52, and now 5, 5, into 5, 5, 52, and now 5, a $5,500 belt. 55, if it's 52, 55, 52, get it to 5, 5, into 5, 5, 52, get 55, 5, all in, all done. You won $5,200 bill, ma'am. What's that number?
67.
67, thank you. The light did it.
That's why we have Dave here.
What was the final one?
52, 67.
Okay, thank you. All right, we're going to move right along into lot number 9. Lot number 9 is PSU A Crimson Rose. PSU A Crimson Rose is a two-year-old filly by PSU Dynamic Crimson, and out of Mike Chips are on the table. This horse is proudly sponsored by Martin's Feed Mill.
Ooh, I'm kind of partial to the redheads. Put them on the money. What's it worth? Give you 5, give you 5, give you 5, 5, give you 5, give you 5, give you $4,000 bill. And give 4, give you 4, give you 3, give you $4,000 one time, give you 4, give you 3. Here you might, give it 3,000, let's roll. And give 3, give it 3, hit it $3,000 bill, 2,000, hey, $2,000,
yes.
thank you, 2, 25, $3,000. Hit it 3,000, hit it 3,500, man, 35, 5, hit it 5, 5, 35, can't tell. A $3,500 bill, 32, help you out. 32,
Yep.
now 5, 35, 5, 35, 37. A 37, could have been 4, sir. Could have been 4, now 42, 42. I believe I would. $4,200
Yes.
bill. 42, now 5, 5, 45. 45, sir. 45. Help me out. 45. Got a long way to go. 45 one time, and he said 45 there. Now 47. Up to 7, 47. Hit it 5 grand, sir. Get it to 5. Get it to 5. Hit it to 5,000. 52. Get it to 2. 5,200. I think it's 2. You got one at 52, Brian. 52. Get it to 2. 52. 52. 52. 55. Get it to 5, 5. 55, 5. Lost it. 55, 5. At 55, one time, $5,500 bill. It's 52, 55,
Yes.
55, 57, could be 7, 57, 57, should be 7 one time, 57,
Yep.
yes, $6,000 bill. Out of 6, should have been 6, should have been 6 grand. Could have been $6,000 bill. 57's a bid, 6 grand. You went back in, $6,000 bill. Either place 6. Now 62, 62, 62. I'm at 6,000 my way. Brian 68, 62,
Yep.
62, 65, 65, 5, 5, 5, 65, 5, 65, 6,500. 65, could have been 65, 5, 62, could have been 5, 5, 62, could have been 5, 5. A lot of horse, Brian.
Really another nice filly. They just keep coming in here. They're super pretty. A nice filly, level-headed filly, really a good-legged filly. If you watch her, you know, she's kind of the same every day. Just a super quiet filly, takes things in, works her way through her problems. Great legged thing, uses her hind end real well. Really attractive. Again, here's another example of not only does she have an outstanding sire, but that mare that she came out of was a phenomenal show mare, 320 some AQHA points in a lot of different classes. This is a filly that's going to do a lot of different things, and she's just now getting started. What I really like about a filly like her is just like any other filly. When you're done showing her, you can breed her.
Brian Urian at 62, 65, hit him to 5, 6,500, hit him to 5, 65, 5, get him to 5, 5, 65, 5, hit him to 5, 65.
Yeah, right there.
65, 65, 67, out of 67, 7, should be 7, 7, 67, gotta go, 67, I'm at 65, big 7, 7, 65, and now 7, $6,700.
Yes.
67, could have been 7 grand, could have been $7,000 one time at 7, 7, should have been 7, could have been 7, should have been 7,000, out of 7, could have been 7, bid 67, 7,000, one time, $7,000 bill, out of 7, could have been 7, should have been 7,000, all in, all done, all in, all done, bid 67 to Brian, 7,000, could have been $7,000 bill, could have been 7, 67, could have been 7, 7, all in, all done, and Brian, your way, 67.
Number 18. Thank you.
Everything's falling apart today. Yeah, the chairs are falling apart.
Careful.
Okay, we'll move right along then to lot number 10. Lot number 10 is PSU Summertime Rockin'. This 2-year-old filly is by PSU Dynamic Crimson and out of Lopin' Somebody.
All right, and we're good there. So we're good. Pound, pound, we're good. Pound, pound, we're good. Pound, 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 we're good. Pound, we're good. Pound, 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 we're good. 4,000. We're good. 4,000. We're good. Give 3,000. 3,000. We're good. $3,000. We're good. 2,000. 2,10. We're good. 2,000. Now 3. 2 now 3. Now 4. We're good. 4,000. We're good. 4 now 5. We're good. $5,000 bid. We're good. 5. 5,000. 5,000. We're good. 5,000. 4 now 5. We're good. 5,000. We're good. $5,000 bid. We're good. 5,000. We're good. 5. 5,000. 5. We're good. 5,000. We're good. 5,000. We're good. 5. 4,000. 5. We're good. 5,000. We're good. 5,000. We're good. 5,000. We're good. 5. 5,000. We're good. 5,000. We're good. 5. Brian.
Lost my batteries. Another really nice filly. Again, just another classic example of what you breed you tend to get. Fantastic sire. The dam is Lopin' Somebody, who's by the great Lazy Loper out of a fantastic mother herself. This is a really nice filly. Just a real quiet filly, a steady filly, easy to work with. She's been extremely willing and hasn't given us any problem. Nice filly, very well made, slow-legged. Again, everything you're looking for in a young horse, she possesses.
4,000, 4,200, 4,000, 4,200, 4,200, 4,200, 42, 45, 45, 45, 4,700, 47, 47, 47, now 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5,200, 52, 5,200, 52, 52, 52, 5,200, 52, 5,200, 52, 5,200, 5,200, 52, 55, 55, 55, 55, 5,700, 57, 57, 57, 55, 57, 57, 5,700, 55, 57, 5,700, 55, 5,700, 57, 57, 57, 57, now 6,000, 6,000, 6,200, 62, 6,200, 62, 6,200, 6,000, 6,200, 62, 62, 6,200, 62, 6,200, 6,200, give 62, 62, 62, 62, 65, 65, 6,700, 67, we're good, 67, 67, 67, now 7,000, 7,000, 7,200, 72, 72, 72, 75, 7,500, 75, 75, 7,700, 77, now 8,000, 8,000, 8,200, 82, 82, 8,500, 85, 85, 85, 8,700, 87, 87, 87, 87, now 9,000, 9,000, 9,200, 92, 92, 95, 95, 95, 95, 9,700, 97, 97, 97, 97, 97, 97, now 10,000, 10,000, 10, 10, 10,200, 10,200, 10, 2, 10,200, 10, 2, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, now 11,000, 11, 11, 11,000, 11, 11, 11, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5, now 12, 12, 12,000, 12, 12, 12,000, 12, 5, 12, 5, 12, 5, 12, 5, now 13,000, 13, 13, 13, 5, 13, 5, 13, 5, 13, 5, 14,000, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 5, 14, 5, 14, 5, 14, 5, give 15,000. 15, 15, 15, 5, 15, 5, 15, 5, 15, 5, 15, 5, look at 16,000, 16, look at 16, 16, look at 16,000, 16, 16, 16, 5, 16, 5, 16, 5, 16, 5, 16, 5, now 17,000. 17,000. Here's 17, 17, 17.
You're at 16,500.
Now 17, 17, 17, 7. Give 16,750. 16,750. Now 17,000. 17, 17,250. 17,250. 17 over the 250. 17,250. 17,250. 17,250. 17 over the 250. And 17 over the 250. 17,250. 17,250. 17,250. Give 17,500. 17,500, 17,500, 17,500, 17,500, 17,750, 17,750, 17,750, Lever Wood, 17,750, 17,750, now 18,000, 18,000 on the bed, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 250, 18, 250, 18 over the 250, 18, 250, 18,250, 18, 250, 18, 18, 250, 18. Now, Brian said earlier, you can show with this horse or you can show against. And I'd rather be on with the horse than against him. 18, 250, 18 pound 250, 18, 250, 18, 250, 18 pound 250, 18, 250, 18, 5, 18, 5, 18, 5, 18, 5, 18, 750, 18, 750, 18, 750, 18, 750, 18, 5, 750, 18, 750, 18, 750, 18, 750, now 19,000, 19, 19, 250. 19 pound 250, 19 250, 19 250, 19 250, 19 over the 250, 19 250, 19 250, 19 250. Thank you for your help. At 19,000 now, 19 250, 19 over the 250, 19 250, 19,000, 19 250, all in, all done. 19 250, 19 over the 250, 250, 19 250, 19 250, all in, all done. 19 250, 19 over the 250, 9 250, so $19,000 in your tire number.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Is that 9?
Number 9.
Straight 9.
That's the way to do it.
So that's a new record now.
Thank you. That's another new record. Thank you. Woo. Now, isn't this fun?
I'm all jittery.
You need a break, Dave?
Ooh, dog. Okay, let's keep going. Let's go with lot number 11 next. What do you think? Okay, this is PSU, one and only clue. This 2-year-old filly is by PSU Dynamic Crimson and out of PS Clues Patty. This filly is proudly sponsored by Park Construction Corporation, and she does not look significantly different than the last one. Remember that.
All right, and we're gonna go there. So we're gonna go 5 pound, 5 we're gonna go 5 pound, 5 we're gonna go 5 pound, dollar bin, 5 we're gonna go 5 pound, 5 we're gonna go 5 pound, 5 we're gonna go 5 pound, get 4,000, 4,000, 4 pound, 4 we're gonna go 4 3, 3 we're gonna go 3,000, 3 we're gonna go 2,000, 2 2, get over to 2,000, 2,000 dollar bin, 2 2, get over to 2,000, 2 2, get over to 2 2, get over to 2 2, now 3 we're gonna go 3,000, 3 we're gonna go 3,000, 3 now 4 we're gonna go 4,000, 4,000, 4 pound, 4 we're gonna go 4, 4 we're gonna go 4 now 5,000, 5 we're gonna go 5 pound, 4 now 5, and 4,000, 5,000, 5 we're gonna go 5,000, 5 we're gonna go 5. And 4,000, 5,000, 5 we're gonna go 5,000, 5 we're gonna go 5, 5 we're gonna go 5, 5 we're gonna go 5, 5,000, 5 we're gonna go 5, 5, 4 now 5, 5,000, 5,000, 5 we're gonna go 5, 5, 5, 5, 4 we're gonna go 5, 5, 4 we're gonna go 5. Brian, what else do you got to say?
You're gonna need that mic. This is another really, really nice filly, again by PSU Dynamic Crimson and out of a mare named PS Clues Patty. Those of you that have been around this area for quite a while, I will tell you that this is out of the only relation of the old Skip Sue horse that we have in the herd. Clues Patty goes back to Skip Sue on her bottom side. Really a nice mare. This is a really nice filly. She's big, she's strong, she's attractive. She's been really willing to go. She's a little bit on the lazy side, if I had to say anything about her. But at this age, we really don't mind lazy so much. Really a nice moving mare, good-legged mare. Once she gets into a program where she's ridden very consistently, all of that shine is going to come out of her, and she's going to be phenomenal.
4,000, 4,200, 4,200, 42, 42, 45, 4,500, 45, 4,500, 45, 45, 4,500, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45, 4,500, 42, 45, 4,500, 42, 45, 4,500, 45, 45, 4,700, 47, 47, 47, 4,500, 47, 45, 4,700, 45, 7, 45, 700, 4,700, 45, 7, 45, now 700, 4,700, 45, 47, 4,700, 45, 47, 45, 7, 7, 45, now 700, and 45, 7, 4,700, all in, all done, 4,700, 47, 45, 7, 7, 47, 47, 7, 47, 45, 4,700, and I sold it, $4,500. And your buyer number, sir. He's digging for it, number 3838, thank you, sir.
Kind of need bigger bidder numbers for me.
Darker or something.
Okay, so here we are. We're going to move right into lot number 12. Lot number 12 is PSU I'm a Lil Cool. This is a 2-year-old gelding by PSU. He rocks the night at a PSU C Cool Step. This gelding is proudly sponsored by King Construction Company.
Lot 12, and over there, $5,000, get 4,000, 4, 3,000, 3,000, 2,000, and 2,000, 2,000, 3, 4, 4, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 on the rail, 5,000, 4, 5,000, yes, 5, now 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, and 5 here now 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, and 5 now 6,000, 6,000, 7,000, 7,000, and 7,000, 7,000, and 6,000, 7,000, 7,000,
yes,
now 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, 9,000, 9 down low, 9,000. Yes. Now 10,000, 10, look at 10,000, 10, look at 10, 10, 10, look at 10,000, 10,000, down the 10, look at 10, 10, 10, look at 10,000, 10, look at 10, 9, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, look at 10, 10, 10, look at 10,000, 9, 10, you're in here now, 9, 10,000, 10,000, 10, 10, look at 10 in the brown coat, 10,000, 10,000, 9, 10, 10, look at 10, 10, your two are right together there, 10,000, 10, look at 10, and 10,000, 10, 10, 10, look at 10,000, 9, 10, 10, 10, look at 10, 10, 9, look at 10,000. Right, I think we're missing something here.
Oh, another really nice animal here. Nice gelding, quiet gelding. I mean, just look at this guy. He just walks around like he owns this place. He honestly thinks you guys are his best friends. And this is his attitude all the time. He is really nice and quiet. He's very reliable. He's easy. I could see him carting a kid around here in the not too distant future. Just a nice gelding. Very athletic though. So he's that really high quality reigning genetics that we like to see, where he's got the energy to go, he's got the athleticism, but he doesn't use it unless he absolutely needs it. This is our last reigning horse that's bred this way today, so if you came for one of those, don't miss out.
9,000, 9,200, 9,200, 9,200, 9,200, 9,500, 9,500, 95 in the green, 95, now 9,700, 97, 9,700, 97, now 10,000, 10, look at 10,000, 10, look at 10,000, 10,000, 10, 2, 10, 2, 10,200, 10, 2, 10, 2, 10, 2, 2, 10, look at 10, 5, 10, 5, 10,500, 10, 7, 10, 7, look at 7, 7, 10, 7, 10, 5, 10, 7, 10, 10, 7, now 11 pound, 11 pound, 11, 11, 11, 11,250, 11,250, 11,250, 11,250, and 11,250, 11,250, 11,250, 11,250, and 11,250, 11,2, 11,2, 11,2, 11,2, help me out there, 11,2, 11,000, 11,2, 11,000, 11,2, 11,2, 11,200, 11,200, 11,000, give 11,2, 11,000, 11,2, 11,2, 11,2, 11,5, 11,5, 11,5, 11,5, 11,5, 11,500 down low, 11,5, 11,5, 11,2 down 5, and 5, 5, 5, 11,5, 11,500, 11,5, 11,5, 11,5, 11,5, give 11,500. 11,500, now 11,750, 11,750, 11,750, 11,750, 11,500, 11,750, 11,750, 11,750, 11,500, with a good 750, 11, 750, 11, 5, now 11, 750, 11, 750, 11, 5 with a good 750, 11, 750, 11, 5, 11, 750, 11, 750, 11, 5, 11, 750, all in, all done, 750, now 12,000. 12, with a good 12,000. 12,000, 12, with a good 12,000 down low. 12,000, 12 with a good 12,000. 12,000, even money. 12,000, 12 with 250. 12, 250, 12, 250, 12, 250, 12, 250. Thank you for your help. And 12,000, 250, 12 with a good 12, 250, 12, 250, 12 with a good 12,000, 250, 12 with a good 12, 250. All in, 12, 250, all in, all done. 11, 12, 250. So, $11,000.
No. 12,000.
12,000.
12.
And your buyer number, sir.
Buyer number
Buyer number
34.
Okay, we're going to give the microphone back to Ben Nolt here. We're going to bring in lot number 13. Lot number 13, She's All a Dream. She's All a Dream is a 2-year-old filly by A Pirate's Life for Me and out of JMK, She's All a Dream. She's proudly sponsored by the Center Boot Company. Just so you know, we talked about this filly earlier today. You know, if you weren't here for that, she's a little bit behind in her training. She's a walk-jog horse right now. We've only loped her a time or two. Didn't lope her for you this morning. She's ready to go there. We just didn't get time before the sale happened.
That's pretty. Put her on the money. I think we'll take a little slow with this one. She looks like she's looking at everything, so we'll give it a little easy to her. We'll roll on here and see what happens. A $5,000 bill. Go 5. We're going to 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 go 5,000. Go $5,000 one time. We're going to go 5. 5. Give it 5. Give it 5. Go 4. How about $3,000 bill? 5. Give it 3. Give it 3 with $3,000. Go 3. Yes, I know. Out of a $3,000 bill. How to go 3, get him a 3, get him $2,000, let's roll, get him 2, get him $2,000 bill, fine, get him 2, get him $2,000 bill, get him a 2, get him a 2, $2,000 bill, 15's our bottom, folks, $1,500 bill, take a nice long home, thank you, 15, that $2,000 bill far, get him a 2, get him $1,500, $2,000 bill, 15, 2, 17, help anybody out, how much 15, get him 1,700, get him 17, one time at 17, out of a $1,700 bill, far, get him 17, 15, 17, get him 17, 15 and 17, Brian, she's just a little edgy.
Yeah, she's a little nervous with all you folks out here today. But this is a really nice filly. She is a halter bred filly. You know, she's by that A Pirate's Life for Me. He was a world champion buckskin halter horse. He is no longer with us, so there's not very many of those offspring around. And this filly's mother was a phenomenal show mare. She has her superior halter. She's got like 170 some halter points on her. But this is a nice moving filly as well. Don't let the fact that she's a little bit slower turn you back too awful far. She just needs a little bit more time. And as you know, around here we don't push them and try to fit them all into the same box. Really a nice filly, excellently made filly. She's got conformationally sound, and she's going to be a nice little show horse for somebody.
If it's 1,500, give it 15, 17, give it $1,700, give it 17, give it 17 one time, 15 and 17. Get him 17, get him 17, get him $1,700 bill. Want to sell it? I'll do 17, thank you. Get him at 18 now. 18 and 19, sir. Get him at 1,900. Out of 19, sir. Get him 19. Look at here, $1,900 bill. How to get 19? She's in at 18 and now 19. Get him at 19. Can't tell.
Yeah,
Get him
right
at 19. Get him at $2,000 bill. 21, sir. 21, 1. Get him 21. Get him at 2. Got 3 going. 22. 22, 23, sir. 2,300. Hit 23 up top. Hit it 23. I'm 22 down here. 2,300. Out of a 23, get him a 3, $2,300 bill. Out of a 23, 3, get him a 3, get him a 3, sir. 23. Out of a 2,300. Out of a 23. To you, sir. 23, 24, ma'am. 24 now 5, sir. 25, ma'am. Either way, $2,500 bill. 25, 25. I'm 24 down here. 2,500. Head to the 5 to 25, 5. Get him to 5, 5. 25, yes. 25, yes. 26, 27. Head to 2,700. 27 one time. 2,700. Believe it would. $2,700 bill. Head of 27, get him 7, 27, 28, 28 now 9, $2,900 bill one time, just one more time, 29, out of a $2,900 bill, get him 29, 9, hit him 9, it's only money, 29, 2,900, 29, sir, you want back in at 29, I'm going to sell it. $2,900 bill here, 29, 28 now 9. Here we go. 28 now 9. All in, all done. You won, ma'am. $2,800 bill. Thank you very much. That number is? Your number, please.
Number 14.
1428.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to clear the way here, and then we're going to bring in lot number 14.
2 to go.
Yeah, we're running out of horses, folks. If you weren't here earlier, lot 15 is a scratch. There's only 2 left. This is lot number 14, PSU Dynamic Ideals. PSU Dynamic Ideals is a 2-year-old gelding by PSU Dynamic Crimson and out of the Luscious Lady. This gelding is proudly sponsored by the Pennsylvania Equine Council.
Good big stout. The rest of his life in front of him out there, folks. I think about a 5-way to go. Get him to 5, get him to $5,000 bill. Get him to 5, get him to 5, get him to 4, get him to 4,000. How to go 4, get him to 3. Get him to $3,000 bill. 3 feet go 2. $2 grand. Let's roll. Get him to 2, get him to $2,000 bill. How to go 2, get him to 2. Get him to $2,000. Get him to 2, get him to 2. $2,000 bill, could have been 2, should have been 2, 2,000, 15,
Yep.
help you up 15, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, could have been 17 and a half, half,
Yep.
50, 17 and a half, 2 grand, sir, could have been 2, 22 and a half, 25, 25, 27 and a half, 27 and a half, you, 27 and a half, $3,000 bill, ma'am, 3,000, 32 and a half, sir, 32 and a half divided by 5, 35, even 35, can't tell, 5, 35, $3,500 bill, get it to 5, get it to 5, 5, get it to 5, 5,
Yes.
35, 37 and a half, 37 and a half, could have been 4 grand, 42 and a half, at 42 and a half, half, at 45, 5, at 45, at 47 and a half, half, go to half, half, 47 and a half, at 5, 5, 52 and a half, 52 and a half, half, at 52 and a half, at 55, 5, 55, 57 and a half, 57 and a half, 57 and a half, one time, could have said 57 and a half, 57 and a half, 6 grand, could have been 6, should have been 6, should have been $6,000 bill, out of 6 one time to 6,000, he's in 57 and a half, at a $6,000 bill one time, you went back in, 6 grand, Brian, that's a nice horse for that kind of money.
Yeah, really, really a nice gelding. This gelding's got a lot of the qualities you're looking for. If you're looking for a big one, he's big. If you're looking for a strong one, he's strong. He's awful pretty as well. He's a really nice moving horse. Uses his hind end about as good as you can expect a horse to at this age. Just a real nice cooperative gelding. He's going to do a lot of different events. He's probably shooting for a nice all-around career by the PSU Dynamic Crimson Stallion and out of the Luscious Lady. Luscious Lady was a halter mare who had her superior, but she also showed a tremendous amount of high-quality movement. So she's got that strength, and this gelding really carries that strength through his hindquarters that's going to allow him to carry across the ground in the way they like to see these horses travel today.
Wait a 57 and a half, hit a $6,000 bill, Farm Leader $6,000 bill, should have got $6,000 all in, 57 and a half, 6,000, 62 and a half, sir, 62 and a half. 62 and a half, 65, 5 divided by 65, ma'am. Back in at 65. 65, are you sure this time we're going to sell it? 65, 5, 5, 5, 67 and a half, 65 times 65 and 5, 67 and a half. 67 and a half, all in, all done. You won 65. What's that number?
19.
Number 19, thank you, sir.
6,500?
6,500.
65.
Okay, so while we're getting lot 14 out, lot 15 is a scratch for today. He got hurt here back earlier in the spring. He's about 95% or so, really a nice gelding. We're just not prepared to sell him yet. So what we'd like to do is he is down in the barn. I'm sure some of you saw him down there. If you think you might have an interest in him, he's a really a nice gelding, extremely well bred. He's got brothers out there that have got all kinds of points. One of them is a multiple-time Congress top 10 earner. If you're interested in this gelding, we're not sure what we're going to do with him yet. We're either going to keep him and let him be a 3-year-old, or if we start working with him this summer and everything goes good, we may decide to sell him. If you think you might be interested in him, there's a list over at the table where people have their bidder numbers. If you write your name and phone number and email address, if we do decide to sell him this summer, we'll put together a video, we'll contact everybody and try to keep everybody involved so that you can get an opportunity at that gelding. So if you're interested in him today, and you might want to put your name on that list, it's up underneath where they have the bidder numbers. If you have any questions about that, you can talk to me after the sale. We can work through it. So this is lot number 16. This is the last lot of the day. This is PSU Scoring Again. PSU Scoring Again is a 2-year-old gelding by time to score and at 11 lady. This gelding is proudly sponsored by the Penn State Federal Credit Union. Remember, folks, this was the gelding this morning that we lunged for you. And the reason we lunged him for you was because he's just a little bit slower to mature, and he just didn't want to come along and accept the saddle as well. So we took our time with him, and then we ran out of time, so we didn't ride him. We rode him one time. He's ready to go on with his training. He's been desensitized. He's been lunged with saddle. He's been worked with a saddle. We just ran out of time. We decided we're going to go ahead and offer him here today and see if anybody wants to start this colt.
That big red pretty guy out there, put him on money. If it was $5 grand, give me the $5, give me the $5, and a $5,000 bill for him, give me the $5, go for it. 3,000 to go. I'd go 3, could have been 3, I'd go 3, go $2,000, and I'm going to give it to you $2,000. Give me $2,000, $2,000 bill, could have been $1,500, no, as we go. $1,500 bill, take him along, give me 15, should be 15, $1,500, $1,500 bill. I'd go 15, should be 15, somebody $1,500 bill one time, $1,500, thank you, 15, 17 and a half. I'm at 15, get to 17 and a half, I'm at half, 17 and a half. 15, 17 and a half, I'm at 15, 17 and a half, get to half. 15, 17 and a half, 16, help somebody out. A $1,600 bill, could be 16, should be $1,600 bill. I'm at 15 there, 16 where? 15 and 1,600, good project horse. 15, 16, $1,600 bill, all in, all done. Brian.
Yeah, again, really a nice gelding. You know, he, like I said, he got a slow start, but boy, you talk about attractive. And if you're looking to do the in-hand stuff, he is an extremely attractive, well-made gelding. He has that long sloping shoulder, short, strong back, everything you look for in a halter horse, but yet he's also a good moving animal. He's kind-hearted. He just gets scared a little bit, and that was his problem earlier on in training. So, you know, if you're looking for something you can work in hand, maybe do some showmanship, halter, things along that line, and bring along slow, this would be an excellent project animal for you. He's really a nice horse, so don't miss out on him. And if you were coming to buy a horse today and didn't get a chance, this is our last one.
We're at 15, and we go on 16, get a $1,600 one time at 16, 15 and 16. 1,500, 16, 15, 16, 17, 17, 18,
Yep.
18 and 19. A $19 and $2,000 bill, ma'am. Could have $2, should have $2, $2,000 bill day. Could have $2,000. She's in at 19. Could have $2,000. Could have $2,000 bill one time. Could have $2, 19. Could have $2,000 bill. Come a long way. Could have $2. Could have $2. Last one. Give her $2,000 bill. I'm 19. Could have $2. Could have $2. And 19. Could have $2. $2,000 bill. 19 and 2. Could have 19. Could have $2. Should have $2. And oh, 1,900. Put it on. Is that 29? 19 on 29. Thank you very much.
Send them home, man. Send them home.
Okay, thank you, Margaret. We'll go ahead and take the dancer out there. Well, folks, thank you so much for coming. We hope you enjoyed today. This was a banner sale. We appreciate all the support. Don't forget, if you got a horse, to go over into the office and pay for it. Make arrangements to let us know when you're going to pick the animal up. Good luck with your horses. And next year's sale, if you're looking, is actually going to be in May because of the way our semester falls. So May 2nd, 2020. We'll see you all here. Thank you again. We appreciate all the support. Oh, hey folks, listen. Everybody that can hear me, this is important to get out of here. I don't know what the road looks like, but there's an Alabama concert tonight up here at the Bryce Jordan Center, so they may try to direct you. If you're parked down here in the grass, you want to go out to park to Fox Hollow and come up to the stoplight to turn left. You may not be able to get out of the parking lot this direction. I think there's students out there to help, but I'm not sure. Okay, so you want to go down around behind the building perhaps.
Congratulations.